my journey to apply to computer science. So first of all, before we start, I want to tell you that everyone has a different journeys to each other. Make sure that the goal you choose is what you actually want to do. There are a million ways to achieve your goal. Keep working hard and don't question yourself. So this is going to be our catalogs today. I'm going to talk about first introduce a little bit of myself, then is my high school experience. After that, I will talk about the social experience I have achieved or endured during my high school time. And next is how did I apply to computer science? And lastly are the application progress and the wrap up. So first of all, about myself, I was born in Suzhou, 2022.
Hi,
Sorry.
sorry, Martin. Can
Yep.
you turn on your camera?
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry
Thank you.
about that. Can you see me now?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll start from here. I was born in Suzhou, China in 2002. I studied until halfway through grade 8 in China, and then I came to Canada when I was 14. And after that, I graduated at 2020 and started in UBC, major in computer science. My faculty is the Faculty of Science, and I'm planning to graduate at 2024. So I'll going to talk about a little bit about my high school journey. My high school is called Maple Ridge Christian School. It's not a big school where our high school department only has around 100 students when I graduate. The advantage is that I can join more clubs to add more experience to myself. High school journey is very important. The more you explore and experience, the more you can demonstrate to the universities. So what did I exactly do in high schools? About the academic parts, my school follows the basic BC curriculum with some unique courses, but there are a few courses my school didn't offer due to a small amount of teachers. So this thing is very important when you want to apply to the universities because the courses you take usually depends on what your school offers you. So I had to use the online platforms to take some university approved courses in order to meet the requirements for my applications. Universities from different provinces also have different requirements. Make sure you meet all the requirements to the schools you are like to reply to. In upper grades, in grade 11 and 12, you also will have to choose your own courses. Make sure your course of your choice is helping you in your application. And besides that, during all my high school years, I have maintained a stable and improving GPA. This is showing the universities that you didn't drop to the below low points or starting with the high points. And make sure you are able to improving yourself every time. Your GPA may not be really high, but you must not have it so low. It's fine. It's the best if you are keeping improving in your higher grades. For example, if you didn't do really well in grade 11, but you will need to prove yourself that you can be the best or be better in grade 12. The most important thing is that you should not be arrogant with your grades. Having a good grade is only a temporary thing. It's more important to stay humble and keep the good. Besides studying, I attended many clubs in schools. I joined the student council in grade 9. It is a place where students come up with ideas and hosting activities in schools. We need to coordinate with teachers and students to collect their ideas and put them into reality. We also gather students' opinions about the schools to provide feedbacks toward teachers and principals. The student council is a good place to train your leaderships and work together skills. In universities, you are having to put into many small projects with different colleagues or different teammates. At this time, leadership skills and talking skills are very important. I like sports a lot, so I have attended many sports clubs. It not only helps you to keep healthy, but also let you have determination to win. I spent 3 years in the school soccer club. The best my team reached was second place in my area. Having more sports experience will show that you are energetic and like to compete. Music band allows you to have more chance in performances. In my school, we perform them before every holiday starts. Having experience in music bands helps me to reduce stress in front of people. This also helps you when you are demonstrating your projects or PPTs in your university career as in the university time. And lastly, there are many awards at the end of each school year. Every grade will have people nominated for different awards. In my school, we had academic awards, which is given to the students who is able to maintain good study habits and good grades throughout the year. We also have some other awards given to people who did good in sports, in arts, music, and leadership. These awards is able to help you grant scholarships from your high school when you are graduating. So there are some key points you should know about in high school. I summarized to 4 points. The first thing is study, not only about grades, but to maintain a good study habit, always having a heart to mind, learn and more about more things. The second is involve. Being fully integrated into a group in school, it allows teachers to have more perceptions of you. It also allows more people to take notice of you, and that's when opportunities often presents. The third one is try and decide. You still have lots of time to decide what you want to do, and maybe you can start by trying one of the areas you are interested in and see if that's really good for you. It can help you to compare side by side before you choose your final decision program. The last thing is research. After you have decided what you want to learn and continue learning in university, you may have decided what field exactly and what program exactly. Now it's time for you to do deep researches about the field you choose. Search about the most capable schools for you, the major, and that fits you the most. You definitely want to be fully prepared before you start your application. Now, next part is social experiences. My high school was not big, where our high school didn't have many chances for me to involve into activities. So I have started some experiences with my friends outside of the school. So the first thing is called volunteer and work. And this department involves many different categories. So for a volunteer, it can be helping others in the society. It can be helping out homeless people. And you can also be like a volunteering teacher in some places. From my experience, because my school was a Christian school, sorry, our schools had missionary trips to some areas where we can share and talk about our ideas about the Christianology, and we just share our ideas with peoples. The two important thing I have done for my volunteer experience with I have went to taught students in a help center for handicapped children. This place is a home for many people or children that have some problems with them, and they are not able to take care of themselves, and they couldn't study by themselves. So I was there to teach them English and some music. And I also taught students remotely and in those areas. I have also went into some poor mountain areas that has no schools around the neighborhoods. I was there for teaching students about English and Chinese too. The last thing is work experience. So I have work experience in my school's IT department with my IT teachers. Next is social activities. This category is not just volunteering. It allows you to involve with people that has worked a lot or those that are have many experience. So I have hosted some charity concerts partnered with UNICEF. UNICEF is an association that's controlled by the UN. And I also have hosted some charity auctions that sells books or arts to people that wants the money. And we gather the money and donate them to the UNICEF too. And lastly, I was a teacher of Mandarin to adults that have interested to work in China. I went to BCIT to taught them Mandarins every Saturdays. So this is all about my experience. The next thing is about computer science. Computer science is a very popular major in recent years, which makes it harder to apply each year, but don't lose confidence. I will give you some information about the program. Before you, we have skipped one. There are some top CS programs in Canada. You may also have found that out in the beginning of our presentation. So first, these schools have good CS programs that you can look into, and it's not in the not particular order. So myself is now studying in UBC in the major of computer science. So before you choose computer science, you need to know the pros and cons of this major. The pros, first of all, it is a high demand for graduates. The field of computer science is in high demand, and graduates often find in creative job opportunities in various industries. The second is called innovation and cutting-edge research. Many computer science departments are at the forefront of technology innovation, conducting cutting-edge research that contributes to advancement in the field. Diverse career path. A degree in computer science opens doors to a wide range of career paths, include software development, data science, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and more. Access to resources. Computer science studies students typically have access to state-of-the-art labs, libraries, and computer resources. Diverse learning environment. Computer science department often attach a diverse group of students, fostering collaborations and exposed to different perspectives. Global recognition. Degrees from well-established computer science departments are globally recognized, which can be advantages for international career opportunities. The last thing that's good is called network opportunities. Universities often provide network opportunities with industry professionals, alumni, and researchers, helping the students to build connections that can be valuable for their future careers. Overall, computer science is a very popular and new program. It allows you to do very strong connections with the internet, but there are also some cons, some disadvantages of this program. The first thing, which is many people worry about, is that it has a competitive entry. Admission to reputable computer science programs can be highly competitive, making it challenging for some students to secure a spot. Second is a rapidly changing curriculum. The field of computer science evolves quickly, and this can sometimes result in a curriculum that struggles to keep up with the latest industry trends. The third thing is large class size. Due to high demand, some computer science classes may have large student enrollments, leading to less individualized attention from professors. An intensive workload. Computer science programs often have demanding workload with complex assessment, projects, and a need of substantial time commitment. Limited focus on soft skills. While technical skills are emphasized, some computer science programs may not place enough emphasis on developing softer skills such as communication and teamwork. Fast-paced learning environment. The fast-paced nature of computer science education can be challenging for students, leading to stress and burnout. Dependency on technology. Some argue that computer science programs might overemphasize coding and technical skills, potentially neglecting broader issues relating to ethics, social implications, and some different technologies. So you have to think about the parts that may struggle or may not lead you to this program. But after that, I have picked two important things too for you to choose your programs. So before you choose your school, you need to look at these two important parts. First is internship and co-op. Many computer science programs offer internship and co-op programs, allow students to gain partial experience and enhance their employability. The next is the tuition costs. Tuition for computer science programs, especially at well-known universities, can be expensive. This can be a significant financial burden for some students. So I have just looked up for the latest requirements for computer science program in UBC. This is directly pointing to students in BC or other provinces other than Ontario and Quebec. You can see that the most important requirement is English language. So English language is instruction at UBC. All prospective students must demonstrate English language competency prior to admission. There are numerous ways to meet. So these years, they have changed many times with the requirements, but English is the one that never changes. And some general admission requirements, graduation from, you need to complete your high school journey. And this says you need to have a minimum of 70 in grade 11 or grade 12 English or equivalent courses. At least 6 academic, non-academic grade 12 courses is recommended but not required. So this part is called degree-specific requirements. For UBC, in the first year, you are applying to their faculty, not your desired major for most of the programs. And for computer science, you can apply to the degree, and which is the science degree. So this is the requirements for the science degrees. You also need to meet these requirements. You can see that we need English and pre-calculus, which is math. And next we need one of the science courses. So this will work the same for grade 11, except you need 2 science courses. So overall, this is for BC students and some other provinces. And you can look at another requirement, which is for Waterloo. They will write it on their title, which is Computer Science Admission Requirements for Ontario High School Students. So it's different for Ontario students and other students. The admission average is their grade requirements, individual selection from the low to mid 90s. Required courses, advanced function, calculus, and any grade 12 English. So you can, all these informations for both schools are on their school's websites. So you can always go to their websites and check for the requirements when you are applying. So the application platforms, for most schools, you would directly go to their school websites and start to apply following the instructions. Search for admissions. For schools in Ontario, you would use this website called OUAC, as your application platform. And the photo on the left side is the application parts for UBC. So right now, when we start to application for computer science, you need to be prepared. So these things are some things that you will need to get ready when you are applying. The first is your courses and your grades. Your courses should mostly be science subjects. For example, you should choose physics, chemistry, and biology, having as many A courses you can. Although I have said that it's not very important for you to for a high grade, but you can see from the requirements, most schools are looking to get higher grade students. And it is suggested to take AP computer science courses and exams. For myself, I have taken AP computer science A exam in grade 9, and I received a fourth grade, which helps a little bit with my application. And AP courses, you can also trade them into university study points, which means you can take one less course if you can prove to the school that you have taken this exam. The next is competitions. So for the computer science department, there are some competitions in Canada, also in US that you can attend. The first is the Waterloo CEMC competitions. There are different levels depending on your grades. You can also choose to try the higher grades when you are just in a lower grade. And there is also a computer science competition in Waterloo. You can also attend that. For myself, I have attended a math competition and the computer science competition when I was in grade 11, and I received decent marks, which helps me to receive the offer from Waterloo. And the next is an American CCC contest. It's another mathematical contest that you can attend. This is also helps you apply for the schools in the US. And next, to talk deeper about AP grades and AP courses, right now, there are two AP courses that are related to computer science. One is called APCSA. It's using Java as the testing language, requires proficiency in use of Java. And the next is APCS Principles. You can choose your coding language that's allowed for the contest. And it has a slightly easier test compared to CSA. And it is also suggests you can receive the grade in 4 and 5. Below 4 would not be a good record. You can also take AP calculus courses or N exams. This can also help you in your application. And the next is the CEMC, which is the contest from Waterloo. Contest hosted by Waterloo in the first of math and computer science. It has unique teaching materials, so you need to practice by yourselves. So after you have prepared yourself, you will also want to start ahead before you go to university. So I suggest you to learn 1 to 2 coding languages by yourself during your free time in high schools. For example, you can learn Python, Java. This is the language choosing for APA. Or you can also even just learn Scratch. This may help you to have a solid start when you're starting the university. And I also suggest people can use GitHub. This is a platform for programmer to search and learn the coding. And after you prepared everything, this is when you can start your application. So the application progress starts from here. The first thing is to research your program in the high school, in your universities. For research, you should highlight the significance of researching different universities and their computer science programs. You can consider their program reputation, faculty experts, research opportunities, and alumni success. Step 2, prepare your application materials. So you need to prepare yourself your transcripts, your letter of recommendation, personal statement, your resume or your CVs, or a standardized test scores if it's applicable. The third step is you need to meet the prerequisites, which is the requirements I have talked about. You need to ensure all prerequisites are met. This may include specific courses or certain GPA. Next, you should check your application deadlines. Stress the importance of meeting application deadlines. Provide a timeline for preparing and submitting materials. You need to be very careful when it starts and when it ends, because you don't want to miss the opportunities and the time to apply for your ideal schools. Next is after your application is offered or it's submitted, you should check your application status. Advise applicants to regularly check their application status and follow up if needed. Sometimes the schools will ask for some details from you, so you need to follow up the school immediately when they ask. Some other things, you should look for the financial aid and scholarships. Briefly mention the availability of financial aid and scholarship. Encourage students to explore options and apply early, because scholarships are limited, so you don't want to lose the chance if you are applicable. Next is to train your coding skills and create yourself a good portfolio. Emphasize the importance of showcasing coding skills, considering including a portfolio or GitHub repository demonstrating projects. And thank you, and that's for my experience. And yeah, and do you have any questions?
好，谢谢 Mark 给我们的分享。然后各位家长如果有什么问题的话，可以打在我们的评论区。我们 Mark 还会留在这边15分钟给大家解答问题。然后现在我先给大家介绍一下我们大腾教育的学校的一些信息。然后好看一下。好，好。好的，好，像这次呢，我们给大家照惯例给大家留出了3到5个的1对1咨询，这次是跟我们的主讲嘉宾 Martin。大家如果对孩子的专业选择、大学选择以及高中方面的选课，这次是理科方面，大家有什么疑问的话，大家可以扫一下屏幕上的2个二维码，左边是我们的小助手微信，右边是我们的一个问卷，请大家留一下大家孩子的基本信息。我们会在接下来的1到2周时间内，跟各位家长和孩子跟 Martin 约一个30分钟的1对1，可以让各位孩子了解一下自己接下来的一个升学方向。好，首先介绍一下我们大腾教育。我们大腾教育呢，是以可复制的名校求学路径，帮助学生提升4项硬成绩以及6维软背景，把关每一步申请计划，助力成就名校梦想。我们的服务内容呢，从3年级开始，一直到12年级，从3年级的 GIF 天才班辅导，5年级的小升初以及小赛辅导及面试，7、8年级的藤校备跑。9、10、11年级的10项全能补全，以及12年级的冲刺名校申请以及早录申请。然后这是我们根据我们为学生规划的一个标准， 我们为学生呢设计了是有4维硬技能以及6维软背景。4维硬技能呢，包括了是学生平时的校内 GPA、AP 课程成绩、SAT、ACT 以及学术竞赛成绩。6维软背景呢，是包括暑期课程或者夏校、社区义工、俱乐部、公益组织、research 学术研究成绩、音乐、体育特长以及发明创造类成就。OK，我们刚刚看到有一位家长提了一个问题，请问考大学 CS 专业有面试吗？对，这个 Martin 麻烦给大家解答一下。
Do I say
可以
that
用
in-
中文，可以直接
哦
用中文。对，
对，但我是2019年申请的大学，在那个时候呢，加拿大的大学都没有要求有面试，所以只需要准备好成绩单一部分学校会要求你自己做一个文书申请，当然那个现在并不是确定是不是每所学校都有要求，但当时呢，UBC 是规定必须得自己写一个文书，除此之外就没有别的要求。
好的，谢谢 Martin。好，我们继续往下。好，这是我们的一个规划模拟流程，这次是文商类专业的，大家可以看一下。我们首先呢会跟家长以及学生确定的是确认专业目标，像文商类一般分为会计、经济学、人类学、金融这些等等。然后我们会根据各个专业找到优秀的大学，强项专业的大学，比如说剑桥大学的经济学、教育学、英语、历史等，哥伦比亚大学的商业管理史、科学史等，以及多大的会计、人类学、艺术史、管理学等。然后第二步呢，我们是会根据就业方向为学生确认他们的专业，比如说文商类的就业方向一般是会计学、金融、运营管理、语言学、经济学、社会学这6大板块。然后接下来我们就会为学生进行一个规划时间轴的一个制定，这一步是由我们的藤校顾问以及我们的导师团一起进行的。这是我们列举了从每一年从9月开始到6月的各项规划以及竞赛，大家可以截一个屏作为参考。然后这个是我们的一个 research 成果，也是一个干货，今天给大家分享。每年从1月到12月的各项竞赛、各项权威竞赛，各个领域的，包括像比如说大家比较知道的 AMC，然后NASDA 辩论赛也是一些比较著名的。然后这是我们的一些成功案例，文商类的一些我们有过哈佛的、UC Berkeley 的、耶鲁的这些学生。好，对我们的各项服务有兴趣的家长可以扫码添加一下小助手，以及填一下腾讯问卷。我们的现在主要3大类服务是升学规划，包括了加本、美本的申请，中小学顶思以及名校下校的申请，以及学术论文写作班和期刊发表辅导。大家也可以看一下我们的网站 abbyexpress.com。好，我们每个月惯例呢，每个月最后一个周日加东时间晚上8点是由重磅升学讲座，由来自世界前20大学的学霸给我们主讲。Zoom 号呢也是81685340181，跟今天晚上一样，大家可以关注一下。好的，我这边先给大家预告一下，我们12月的下一场讲座是我们12月10号，也是一个子女教育相关的。这次我们是棋逢未来国际象棋如何培养孩子适应 AI 时代的思维模式。我们请到了中国国际象棋协会注册裁判员王老师，他自己也是一位高学历的导师啊，给我们讲一下关于可能更小一点的孩子。从小开始培养，家里有2胎、3胎更小孩子的家长可以关注一下，扫码关注，提前预约我们的讲座。好，我们看一下这边这边有一位家长又提了一个问题，他想了解一下在 UBC 的实习经验有多少年的要求，这些请 Martin 解答一下。
好的，UBC 的话呢，他们的 co-op program 都是在大二开放的，然后在这样的前提条件是你在大一必须修有一门大二的课，这样子你在大一修完那门课之后的大二开始前的那个暑假就可以提前申请co-op 的这个时间，然后一般来说 根据你自己选择的 co-op 的场所，它会在1到2年左右，但是大部分都是1年。我自己呢是还没有，因为当时也没有申请到 co-op 的经历，但我身边的同学呢，他们都普遍是在一个学期，就是从9月到4月的这个一个学期。在 co-op 的时间呢，他们都是会去到指定的工作单位去进行实习，包括学习交流。那么在这期间，他们是不上学校的课程的，所以说 co-op 是单独算在一个学年里。那么当他们 co-op 完成之后呢，他们还需要继续回到原来的专业去继续完成学业。
好，谢谢 Martin。好，那如果还有这边还有一个问题，可以用英文会解答一下吧，因为那个呃，听众是用英文提问的。
OK，
OK，Martin 这边看得见吗？
哦，看得见。
好
I see that Waterloo is the applicant guaranteed to without study journal says in year one. Okay, so for personally, because I didn't attend the University of Waterloo, so I will just say my experience for UBC first. So for UBC students, they need to apply to either Faculty of Science or Faculty of Arts. Those two programs have courses for computer science. And once in the first year, you need to study general science courses, but you will have to choose your major starting from year 2. So before year 2, the courses you choose in year 1 is the keys and the requirements for computer sciences. So you need to check on the degrees or major specific courses and choose those courses first. Then you can look at the degree specific courses in year 1. And at year 2 in UBC, you can have 3 choices of major or honors programs. It's not guaranteed that you will go to your first choice of your major or your honors degrees, but you can put in 3 just to make sure you can go to at least one. So I have chose the major in science, computer science, and the honor degrees in major of science. And my third one is major of math. These 3 majors and honor degrees have similar courses, so it can help. My first year courses can satisfy the most. And for Waterloo, I believe when I received my offer, it is already in computer science department, but I think you should still take those year 1 courses first and also your major courses. And yeah, that's all I can know from Waterloo. Yeah, if you have any other questions, you can also ask.
好的，谢谢 Martin 的解答。如果大家还有什么其他问题，因为我们今天时间差不多了，大家可以扫码填一下腾讯问卷，我们会有5个名额，是半小时的1对1 session，给大家让 Martin 给大家解答。这边还有一个问题，
OK，
请问申请 CS 专业参加计算机竞赛比数学竞赛是不是更有帮助？计算机竞赛从几年级开始呢？
OK，计算机竞赛，如果我们就只是说滑铁卢的 CCC 竞赛的话，它面向年龄段其实非常广。如果你觉得水平达到了那个水平，你就可以去报名和参加。那么我们一般建议在9到10年级这个时候可以去学习，然后等他们如果已经准备好了，那么可以在10年级或11年级开始考试。然后计算机竞赛肯定是会比数学竞赛优势更大的。当然，数学竞赛呢是可以证明，学生在数学逻辑思维这个方面很有优势。那么滑铁卢的数学竞赛，它是分不同年级和组别的。当然，也可以在低年龄段就申请考高年龄段的级别的考试，这也是没问题的。所以说，首先我们应该考虑参加计算机的竞赛，然后呢，如果有时间或者说学生还有这个精力，可以去参加他们的数学竞赛。Next question, can you tell me if you're attending summer camp in the university Okay, so summer camps, the university doesn't have that many good summer camps for computer science, but there's one very famous, which is called the STEM camp in McGill. That's a very good program for you interested in science, computer science, engineering, or computer engineering. And in that summer camp, you are asked to create like a mini project, which is very, very challenging for a kid's level. And this program only offers students in grade 10, I believe. So if your son is interested, definitely you can look at that one. It's called STEM in McGill. And some other summer camps, I have personally attended one in UBC, which is like a hobby-based summer camp. It's I have I've choose the summer course called Computer Entrepreneur. It is not exactly helping me in the computer science degrees or compartment, but it just gives me more ideas of how I can find jobs or what kind of industry I can choose after I learn computer science. It is a summer program in UBC called Future Global Leader. So if you're interested, you can also look at that one.
好的，谢谢大家，然后谢谢我们的主讲嘉宾 Martin。好，谢谢。好，我们跟 Martin 说拜拜了。
OK，
好，
Thank
再
you
见，
very
再
much.
见，拜拜，
拜拜，
谢
拜拜，
谢。
再见，拜拜。
好，那我们今天的升学讲座就先到这边了。大家如果有什么后续疑问的话，还是请大家扫一下码，加一下小助手。也如果想预约 Martin 的话，填一下腾讯问卷。好，接下来我就把时间交还给我们的主持人 Adam。
好的，那么感谢我们今晚的重要嘉宾 Martin 老师，也感谢我们的这个主持人，我们的这个非凡。这样我给大家这个简单的介绍一下我们后续的一些安排啊。那么大家都知道我刚才一开始给大家介绍了，我们其实每天晚上都有这个工学营的。我们今天晚上可以讲是我们本周的最后一场。那我们下个星期也就从明天的周一开始了，我们每天晚上都有非常丰富的讲座内容，就给大家快速的预告一下。那么有兴趣的朋友无论是您的朋友还是您自己本人有兴趣的话，都一定要来到现场啊。那么我们明天晚上是一个 AI 专场，我们这次呢继续邀请我们的这个 Daniel 潘老师给大家带来我们 AI 方面的一个角度，什么呢？就是2024年全新的 AI 求职导航啊。那么 AI 对求职技能和工作流程的一个巨大影响是怎么样子的？其实我想说一句什么话呢？就是说大家都知道现在 AI 非常非常的火爆，那么如果说屏幕前您或者您的朋友不想在将来被 AI 所取代的话，那么有两个办法，一种呢是就从事一个不会被 AI 取代的行业，另一种就是直接加入 AI 这个行业。那我们周一就给大家带来这么一场讲座，什么呢？就是告诉大家抢占未来 AI 职场的一个高薪发展机遇。那么同样的时间，同样的 Zoom ID，大家赶快扫描一下屏幕上方的二维码。然后周二是个地产专场，那么这次呢继续邀请了伊娃叶老师，告诉大家2024年地产投资的方向在哪里。那么在利息高并且还款难的情况下，我们作为普通人该如何去解决自己的问题？尤其是现在贷款特别的这个利息高的情况下，那么往往就会影响到自己贷款的额度。那么我们伊娃叶老师呢，同时他也非常擅长这个税务方面的一个内容，所以说大家千万不要错过啊。那么同样的时间，同样的 Zoom ID。然后周三数据专场可以这样讲啊，就是说很多朋友可能是都想找到一份技术性工作，尤其是数据方面的工作，但是呢很多时候这个自己呢学了很多数据方面的技能，但是不知道该如何去面试，不知道该如何去写简历。那么这次呢我们就邀请到了薇薇老师，告诉大家他作为面试官手把手教你精准备战数据面试啊。那么同样的时间，同样的Zoom ID。然后周四继续是我们地产专场，可以讲我们这个每周二、周四基本上都有地产专场。那么这次继续邀请到的是我们的姜泰老师，告诉大家不到1年就能够翻一番，那么揭秘新时代的财富增值秘诀是怎么样子的。那么我相信可能屏幕前的各位，如果说您对地产方面有一定的这个建树的话，或者讲是希望自己能够在地产上有所作为，那么1年翻一番是所有人可以讲这个赚快钱的一个很大的一个技能，或者讲是一个判断力，对不对？那么姜泰老师告诉大家如何去进行选择。 择，尤其呢，这个2024年快到来了，对不对？地产的拐点也即将到来，我们作为普通人该如何去做呢？同样时间，同样做卖地。而周五数据专场，我们这次继续邀请朱子怡老师给大家带来我们数据方面的内容，可以讲是 AI 和 Python 在数据分析项目中的角色和应用也是我们 AI 和 Python 免费学的一个新的一轮。那么其实大家都知道嘛，一开始我已经说过了，我们真正 AI 和想不被 AI 取代的话，要么从事一个不被 AI 取代的职业，要么呢就加入 AI。那么这个其实可以讲，在一定程度讲属于对于 AI 的一个结合。数据分析可以这样讲，是一直以来已经火爆了很久了，但是呢，现在很多人会说，哎呀，是不是因为AI 一到来了，很多这个数据分析就可以 AI 直接做了？其实不是的，我们数据分析很多时候还是要跟 AI 进行结合，能够快速提高自己的这个工作效率的。那么这个我相信很多朋友可能会还不太了解，对不对？它数据分析被取代其实很难，而真正的如果说您想提高效率的话，结合 AI 才是更好的选择。那么同样时间，同样的做卖地。而周六可以讲是我们学校给大家引入华人社区的一个全新的行业，什么汽修那么如果说屏幕前的您或者您的朋友，可能自己的英语水平或者讲实际的技术方面的一个工作呢，可能还不太清楚怎么找，但是呢自己的动手能力特别强的话，那么不妨加入我们汽修行业那么这个呢，我们会在本周六的晚上8点钟告诉大家加过汽车维修技师的一个考证实习申请的一个全攻略给自己一个再创职场辉煌的机会。那么这个行业我们领入华人社区之后，我相信很多朋友就能打开一个全新的就业市场，对不对？那么同样的时间，同样的做卖地。然后本周的最后一场讲座就是我们一个粤语专场，我们这次呢继续邀请的是刀儿老师，告诉大家如何去学粤语那么也是快速掌握粤语的发音语调简单一些场景的话，也是告诉大家如何能够高效快速轻松实用的这样一个内容那么同样时间，同样的做卖地，大家也是赶快扫描一下屏幕上方的二维码。那刚才给大家介绍都是我们整个晚间的一个内容。那么其实我们在周六和周日的白天也是有相当丰富的内容的。那么这个呢，就是我们整个周六即将到来的星期六12月2号的一个讲座集合那么上面有时间，也有题目，也有做卖地，所有的做卖地都是没有密码的。那么我就不逐个跟大家去讲了。那么大家在对应的时间上线就可以了。好的，给大家3秒钟时间截图，3、2、1。然后刚才周六，现在是周日，也是非常非常丰富的一个内容那么强调一件事情什么呢？就是我们电工如果说大家想参加电工讲座的话，是我们线下的内容，大家千万不要错过。好的，那么刚才给大家介绍的都是我们线上的一个内容那么除了我们电工线下之外呢，我们在即将到来的周六的下午1点钟，可以讲是我们几乎每个周六下午1点钟都有这么一个主讲座，是线下的讲座，地址呢就在801 York Mills Road Unit 200号，在我们的York Mills 街道和Leslie 街道交界处那么这次请来了3位大咖，那么一个呢是我们Max 刘老师，另外一个是 Eric 王老师，还有一个我们还有我们一些经验分享的同学他们都是我们历史上通过我们电工班都能够成功就业的。那么其实跟汽修一样，如果说屏幕前的您或者您的朋友可能自己英语方面有些一般，但是动手能力特别强的话，那么请您一定要加入这个行业。尤其大家都知道嘛，如果说您在加拿大待得久一点，你会发现任何一个技术方面的工种，尤其动手能力的，比如说水管工，比如电工的话，稍微让他把他叫过来修点什么东西，那么就会特别特别的贵，对不对？可能几分钟就要几十块钱。那么人工贵的情况下，如果说我们华人能够把这方面给他纳入到自己的怀中，我们去赚这份钱，那可以讲就是我们打开了一个全新的一个财富机会，对不对？所以说那么时间再次强调一遍，是本周六的12月2号的下午1点钟，地址再次强调一遍是801 York Mills Road Unit 200号。好的，那么本周的预告我们就先进行到这里，那我就快速的把我们真正的一个界面给它停留在我们可以讲是我们真正的一个预约情况。那么如果说屏幕前的您对我们藤校想继续的了解未来的情况，并且呢想参加我们整个藤校的一个培训，包括希望您的孩子能够在我们学校的帮助下走向更好的一个明天，升入更高级别的学业殿堂的话，那么请您一定要扫描一下屏幕上方这2个二维码。那么就给大家快速带来一个背景音乐，告诉大家实现梦想是很容易的只要你选择了怎么说呢，叫做只要您做出正确的选择的话，实现梦想是很容易的一件事情。那么 Dream is possible 作为今晚的晚安音乐。好的，那么今天到这里，我们下次再见。
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible. I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking out my cage like a bird in the night. I know I'm changing into something big, better than before. And if it takes 1,000 lives, then it's worth fighting for. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will go in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Impossible. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast. Never quit and never stop the rest of our lives. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast. Never quit and never stop. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beauty.